Oi, oi, alright, how's it going? I'm Grant, your you. This is Doodle Review coming through with a new album to give a spin and chat some fraff about whether I like it or not. Today we're talking about What Do We Do Now, a new solo album from DINOSAUR Jr. frontman J Mascis. This is the 6th solo Mascis album, 4th fully solo without the loose band of The Fog behind him, with the songwriter here playing almost all the instruments, bar some contributions from Ken Mowry of the B-52s on keys and Matthew Doc Dunn on pedal steel. The result is an album that kind of sounds like what would happen if a folk artist decided to shake things up after many years by recording some alternative full band electric arrangements of well-weathered acoustic songs from the catalogue, except in this case we never got to hear the bare bones acoustic compositions, and the only documentation we have of these tracks are the electrified versions. I'll give some more insight on what I mean by that as we go on, but first a little context of where I'm at with my knowledge of Mascis' work, and that is, I'm right at the beginning really. I've always been aware of DINOSAUR Jr. and their place within the rock canon, as well as J Mascis' figure as a bit of a guitar icon, but actually the only work I've had the chance to kind of dive into so far was Dino's most recent record, Sweep It Into Space, in 2021. This was a record I enjoyed upon release, but revisiting it a few times ahead of this review has shown how much its melancholic but upbeat, heavy yet slack vibe has grown on me. It's excellent actually, and it's rejuvenated my desire to get into the band's catalogue, so any recommendations of where to start would be well appreciated. Let me know in the comments. So approaching What Do We Do Now, I was quietly optimistic, but I was surprised to find that some of the aspects I loved about Sweep It Into Space, the raw nerve, gritty guitars up front, the interesting arrangements, kind of ended up irking me about this album. I think it might come back to what I said at the top, that these songs actually feel like decent folk, maybe even folk rock tunes, but they're presented here in these kind of expanded, bombastic arrangements that, without the context of appreciating the core original stripped back acoustic song, makes everything feel a little bloated and a little tiresome. The particular culprit driving that opinion are the ever-present squally guitar solos, and I'm aware that it's kind of Mascis' thing and it will probably be what a lot of fans like about the record, so this is a matter of personal taste, but to me it's just too much on songs that maybe don't require them. What Do We Do Now, I feel, is a good example of that. It's quite a plodding tune anyway, and the extended solos just aren't adding much, both in the middle and toward the end of the song. Throughout, as embellishments to the melody, it's kind of cool, but the additional space cut out for these extended parts, considering we've just had a solo of a similar tone on the song prior, and we will yet again on the next track, it's just a bit much. When I first kind of picked up on this, I couldn't then unhear it, and then found myself kind of comically waiting for the guitar solo on every track. You Don't Understand Me, which is a nice acoustic track with keys and pedal steel, had me going for a bit. Like, oh, no solo on this one. Oh wait, yeah, no, there it is. In that case, it's almost so small it feels inserted to be obligatory. I'm not a hater top to bottom though. There are some songs where the arrangement ensures the solos feel more earned and deliver an emotional payoff. I Can't Find You is one of my favourites for that very reason. Its low piano that creates this weirdly dark and dissonant tone under the acoustic guitars during the verse is a really cool sound, and it's kind of an interesting way to create some sort of low ground for the choruses and subsequent solos to kind of elevate us from that later on. Old Friends, the following track, also offers a lot more dynamism such that a solo feels earned. On this one, I like the flourishes in the main acoustic guitars that kind of fire off between the left and the right channels. The stop starts of the chords on the chorus is great, and the tempo increase on the second half is really fun. There are a couple quite catchy moments on the record too, like Right Behind You with its me diddle-diddling, you diddle-diddling hook. Most of the time though, the songs seem to take a little too long to get there. What Do We Do Now takes its real time to get to the main believe part, and it's true actually buries a hook with Mascis taking a bit of a falsetto, which you'd hear better if there wasn't a solo over the top of it, but I think that'd work repeated more often earlier in the track. There's stuff I enjoy here for sure, but all in all, I think I'd be more interested in the scale back versions of the songs rather than these full band embellishments. I'm going to give this one a 5/8 and knock it on the head. But what do you reckon? Hit me with your thoughts in the comments below. Check out some related videos linked in the description, and if you're interested to do all that, then you know what you've got to do. You just got to subscribe, share some thoughts, show some love or just wholesome abuse in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, mate. Bye.